Hello, Phantom Fam. I'm Kate, and joining me today is my crazy, kooky co-host, Nat.
Hi.
Today, we are diving into the long-awaited Part 2 of our Haunted Cemeteries miniseries.
Part 2, motherfuckers.
We don't want you to have to wait any longer, so without further ado, this is Wading into the Void.
Dun dun!
I love that it's just customary now that we have to
try
and sing our little music theme song, and every time it gets really progressively worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm slowly turning into a cave woman. Dun, 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 dun.
Pretty soon you'll just have like fire. A club.
Yeah, like ooga booga.
So I don't have like any type of intro written out for this. So do you have any positives to share, or?
I went on a trip. I don't know if I should disclose what the trip was, because we're going to talk about it. I made a post on our story that said, like, where in the world is Nat?
So if you saw it, you know. If you don't, wait.
Well, it didn't say, but if you've been there before, or if you've seen pictures, you would know.
If you figured it out, like the little super sleuths that you are.
Let us know.
Because I didn't see the story, but
Katie didn't even see the story I posted on our Instagram.
I have been.
It was like
so
where
busy.
in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Like that's
Where's Waldo?
Yeah. I am more related to Where's Waldo than Carmen Sandiego. Like, I don't have hair. Like, we all know this at this point.
No, you got a little Dutch boy style going on right now. It's grown out.
It's starting to grow out. Yeah, it's starting to grow out a little bit.
You can do like
kind of just a little cotton ball.
The faux hawk.
Oh my god, yeah. I should send you that picture.
You asked me if you should rock it one day when you were in you know where. And I was like, do it!
No, I look so bad, but look at this.
I'm like, release your inner, like, lesbian vibes, Nat. Just... You got some height on that!
I do! Well, the when I was in the undisclosed location, I was wearing a red and black plaid shirt.
Oh, Jesus!
And a t-shirt. And I had this faux hawk that I woke up with. And I was like, damn, I really am just the gayest version of myself today.
I'm like, amazing. Those are some hardcore lesbian vibes.
Okay, listen, I'm pansexual, so I'm like kind of there. But not entirely, like, full blown out.
I just wish I could see it with the look.
Huh?
I just wish I could see it with the full look. Desperately.
That?
Yeah.
The height on that? No, man. Dylan was like, you could rock this, but I feel like you have to shave the sides. And I was like, no.
Honestly, I agree with Dylan. If you were gonna go for that,
I can't rock it. No. I can't rock that. I look stupid as hell.
That would be a lot to maintain, though, every day. Like, if you shaved the sides, you would have to style that every day.
Yeah,
Who has that energy?
Dylan was like, I feel like you don't like your hair because you don't style it. He's like, if you styled it, you might like it. And I was like, bro,
like,
you don't
do
style
you want
your hair.
to?
Waking up in the morning and getting dressed and leaving. Like, I brush my teeth, get dressed, leave.
You see, like, in my head, I'm like, yes, high maintenance queen. Then I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, do my makeup today? No. Do my hair? Yeah, we can do that. And the extent of it is literally just brushing it. And doing the, like, early 2000s side part, and I'm like, good to go for the day.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Can't wait until my hair grows back out, and I can put my hair up in a bun. I keep going, like,
to do
that
it.
in my dreams. I keep like putting my hair up in my dreams, and it's like, God, I can't wait until I at least have like a bob or something,
Yeah.
you know?
Something
Like, I want
that you
hair.
can work with. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I want to be able to put like little ponytails up in a bob.
Yes. I don't know if I
Okay.
have a positive.
Yeah, I
These
mean,
last few weeks have been exhausting.
my trip, honestly, to be honest, was not very fun.
Yikes.
Yeah. It was so busy, you couldn't do
Yeah.
anything. It was like shoulder to shoulder people.
Wasn't it like the first weekend in this place? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Cards.
All right.
Hit us.
So, we are continuing with our 2 cards for this beautiful month of October. We are
Happy
starting.
Halloween!
Happy Halloween! I gotta get closer to my mic.
My witch laugh for y'all. Thank you.
We are starting with the Halloween Oracle by Mrs. Stacy DeMarco.
At this point, Stacey DeMarco's the third co-host of this podcast.
Stacy DeMarco and Kim Kranz are like the
Shadow hosts.
shadow hosts of this podcast. I would love to meet both of them at some point and get hand-signed copies.
I
our
want
decks.
Stacey DeMarco and Kim Krantz to give me a reading.
I want them to help us make a tarot deck. A Wading into the Void tarot deck.
Yes.
With all of our cryptids
yes.
and
oh my god.
emo boys, Barry Benson, cops.
Why can't I remember their names?
Yeah.
Our little girls from the first few episodes.
Don't even. I mention them later.
Okay.
I
feel
found
so
their names.
heartbroken that I can't remember.
No, I got you. That's kind of crazy. I actually wrote it in like 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
But today, so for our Halloween Oracle, the card that we pulled, this is very interesting because this was at the bottom of my deck and I just happened to look at it before I started shuffling. And Katie chose the Oracle card and I chose the Tarot card. So Katie somehow pulled this card that I just happened to look at before I started shuffling.
I have a third eye.
Yeah. And so today we have Barm Brack.
Oh.
Which looks like some kind of a bread. So I'll read it, but I'll explain this photo. It is a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns and some pumpkins in the background, and in the front is just a loaf of bread.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically me. Look at that. It is just a loaf of bread. A pumpkin
I'm
bread,
in love with
maybe?
it.
So let's see.
I also identify as a loaf of bread.
Barm Brack represents sweetness and synergy. A pea, a cloth, a coin, a ring, and stick within a loaf of speckled sweetness. Slice it and eat it. A glimpse of my fate's completeness.
Wow, okay.
I love these little poetic things.
Yes.
These little baby poems.
Fun fact, I do not like poetry, but in certain instances it can be fun, like this.
I love poetry.
Or Dr.
I find
Seuss.
Dr. Seuss is pretty cool. Okay, so it says, not quite a cake and not quite a bread. Barmbrack is a sweet loaf larger than a typical bread loaf, baked with flour, sugar, salt, and dried fruits such as raisins. The making of barmbrack is an Irish tradition that still stands around Samhain or Halloween. The person baking the loaf would be sure to set the intention for love, truth, and synergy whilst preparing. Inside the dough, a number of special objects are hidden and baked into the loaf. Oh my gosh, what? The objects are used as a kind of random oracle. Each one has a particular meaning which represents the fates of the person who found it in their slice. Interesting. So the traditional objects include a coin, a pea, a stick, a ring, and a small piece of cloth like muslin. Some other additions, made in more modern times, were religious medals. Boo. Anyways, sorry. Should your slice of the brack contain a coin, this would indicate prosperity and good luck. The P. Okay, this is crazy. I have to say this before I even read this. I have been dreaming about eating peas.
That is odd.
And I've been
I don't
thinking
know
about
what else
peas.
to tell you.
I've been thinking about peas a lot. I don't know why. I want to eat peas. And I've been thinking about it and dreaming about it. I really don't know the significance of peas right now for me. But this says...
I think I'm ready to, like, throw up.
Finding a pea, unfortunately, means that no marriage would occur for you that year. Yet finding the ring meant a marriage was certain. So apparently I'm not getting married this year, which I already knew that.
No, honey, you're dreaming of a bowl of peas. You're not getting married for like 25.
I'm never getting married, is what it's saying. I'm going to become a spinster. Dylan's going to leave me. He's like, ew, you want to eat peas? Bye.
I mean, that's how I feel, but next.
So finding the stick, which is to be avoided at all cost, indicated disputes and unhappiness, and finding the cloth meant bad luck and little money ahead. So you could get a range of different fates here. When you pull the Brambrack card, it indicates a curiosity to know what is ahead, but it's important to balance that with the now. After all, you have the tools to change your future should you choose. The sweet synergy of Barmbrack, all the ingredients, including the objects, are more complete and powerful together than they are individually. Should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot.
Honestly, this reminds me of King Cake. Do you know what King Cake is?
No.
I'm sure King Cake came after Barnbrock, but it is a New Orleans Mardi Gras tradition, and it is essentially like a coffee, like fondant, like not like a layered cake, but it's kind of like a croissant type cake. Mm-hmm. It has like a lot of like fluffy layers, and inside the cake is one like 1.5 inch like little baby. It's like a baby figurine. I don't know why. I can't remember what it means, but all I know is that if you find that baby in your slice of cake, you have to bring the cake next year to whatever Mardi Gras like festivity that you're having.
That's fun. Well, I think this card, having picked it, it kind of reminds me of the conversation that we were having earlier.
Me too.
Yeah. So,
which won't be shared with any of you, but
no, that is a very much a Katie card, and it makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, and I might have come to my decision.
That's good. So, here's the card that I chose, but I think it could probably also be related to Katie as well.
Okay.
So, we are going to the beautiful Horror Tarot deck by Amira Gmitter and Minerva Siegel and illustrated by Abigail Larson.
Yes.
And
I feel so bad for the first person's name that you always read from this deck because I can't remember it once you say Minerva, and I always feel really bad, so say it again.
Arya Gmitter. Gmitter. Gmitter.
I should remember Arya because it's my favorite character from Game of Thrones. But I hear Minerva and I just like check out. So please continue.
Minerva just reminds me of the anime Fairy Tail. There's a character in it named Minerva. And that's who I always think about.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. It's basically both of our
it has
things.
Like a yeah. It coincides with something from each of our lives.
Yeah.
But what card did we get?
So, today from the Horror Tarot, we pulled the 9 of Cups.
Okay.
Which is a really awesome card, honestly.
I believe it.
So, the card looks like this. There's 9 silver goblets on a table, and there's a creepy Dracula-looking guy
Mood.
pouring. Oh, actually, there's 8 on a table, and the Dracula guy is pouring from the last one into all of these.
Okay.
And this is what it looks like, Katie. This is the horror deck, so
Oh!
it's creepy.
It's Nosferatu or whatever his name is.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, why can't I ever say that? You say it a billion times to me, but here we are.
I don't know. Nosferatu.
Nosferatu!
Anyways.
What is it?
Nosferatu?
Oh, I was kind of close.
Nosferatu. I don't know.
No,
The more I say it, the more I'm getting confused. Okay, so the 9 of Cups, we pulled upright.
Okay.
Good times are coming. The 9 of Cups foretells happiness and joy shared with others who celebrate in your good fortune. And you know what is crazy, actually? We are almost at 650 followers.
I was just going to say that we're nearly at 650 followers.
We hit 600. We hit 500. We hit 600. And now we're almost at 650, which is fucking crazy because we got like 150 followers in like 2 weeks.
Less than. Really?
It's fucking insane.
In about a week.
Hello, all you new people.
So you are hearing this episode 2 weeks after we shared the cryptids episode, I believe.
Is this 2 weeks after?
Yes, because we just uploaded UFOs before this.
Oh, yeah. UFOs, honestly, that one had been sitting for a little while, so I keep forgetting about it.
But I didn't want to post it really close to your Matrix episode. Because anyone, like, if you listen to them back to back, like, we recorded them back to back, you'd be like, that's a lot of conspiracy theory. I'm like, let's give them some time to sit on these.
That's the cards. That's the cards for today. What do you think, Katie? They're pretty positive. I know
I think they were too.
We've been pretty down in the dumps recently, but I actually got some huge improvements done on my house.
Yes, you did.
That have greatly improved my mood, and I feel a lot happier in my house currently. Because before, our kitchen sink didn't drain, so we couldn't wash our dishes, so we couldn't make really nice, intricate, fun meals. Now our sink is fixed, and we finished the flooring in our living room, and we cleaned out a bunch of stuff, so we have this big open space, and it's awesome. Like, my voice echoes in there. It's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
And
that's exciting.
It's so exciting.
I can tell that it's, like, starting to actually feel like a home for you. Like, the more you get done.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy. So
I just finished a big craft project that I can use season throughout season. Yeah. I felt like Martha Stewart. I think it came out fucking awesome.
It did. It really did. I really like it a lot.
If you want to see that, you can totally go check it out on my personal Instagram page, _page_snob, because I uploaded a shitty reel there.
I don't think it was shitty.
I do.
Well,
in
you're
comparison
very
to
hard.
a lot of, like, things I create, but
you're very hard on yourself. So
I am. That's what happens when you're literally a creator of content, like, all day, every day.
Me, however, I wouldn't say I'm technically a content creator. Besides for the podcast, I don't really do much. I just say, hey, look at me, I did my makeup, and I have big boobs. And people are like, oh, God, blah, 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 blah.
I am a marketing specialist by trade. I kind of have to be good at what I do. But
yeah,
it comes with a lot of self-critique, if you will. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Real knife now.
I love that for you.
I can't wait until I cut my hand.
If anyone is listening to this, if it's left in the podcast, just know I am obsessed with knives for some strange reason. I think
Me
they're like one
too.
of the coolest things ever.
I know, I have so many.
There is only a couple things in the world that give me the satisfaction that like a nice sharp knife does. Like
I
if you're
know.
cooking, right? And it like cuts through anything like butter.
See, I just got this. So, my friends, I have decided that I would like to learn how to use a butterfly knife. And do
Oh,
cool
fun.
stuff. So
I feel like you need to start with a dull one though.
I have started with 2 different dull ones.
Good.
I got bored of them, so now I have a real one.
Oh, Jesus.
But
Wear
right
one of those
now-
gloves that people use with like a mandolin.
you know, I was thinking that, but I don't care that much.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But also, if you're holding it properly, you won't cut yourself.
True. Last fun fact before we dive in. I used to be very bored when I was a teenager, like between my 1,000 softball games and practices and like the 5 minutes I had between high school, sleeping, softball, dinner, repeat, whatever. And I had these curtains in my bedroom, and they were essentially like tiny little bullet points on it, right? And I had a bunch of like number 2 pencils like right next to my bed. And when I was bored, I'd pick up the number 2 pencils and just try and like knife throw them at this curtain and hit certain spots on the curtain because I'm apparently psychotic, and that's fun.
Me too.
I have not
honestly.
done that in years. I still kind of wish I had that curtain. But do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first? Because I think I have a good one for the end.
You read your first one, and then I'll read my first one. I don't have as much written as you.
Do you want to
At
go
all.
first? I think I have a great one to wrap this up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
And
So-
you haven't read mine, and I haven't read yours. So this is going to be a complete surprise, but I think when I get to my final one, you are literally going to piss your pants.
Actually, I was going to do that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I read a little bit on the internet, and I was like, oh, wait, Katie's doing it. I can do this. All right, so.
I did a miniature deep dive on it, though.
Okay. Yeah,
so I
that's
wonder
cool.
if I got some stuff that you didn't see.
Probably, because I only read a little bit. Okay, so my first cemetery that we are going to be reading about, I guess, or listening about, is the Maple Hill Cemetery in Alabama. I don't know where in Alabama, so I'm sorry. There is one specific part of the cemetery that I will be talking about. Okay?
I'm ready.
So, located in the middle of Maple Hill Cemetery, which is one of Alabama's largest and oldest cemeteries,
Okay.
we find what is called the Dead Children's Playground.
It's kind of fucked up, but okay.
It is a small and claustrophobic play area surrounded by rocks and trees.
Wait,
In
is
the
it actually
middle-
a play area?
Yeah, it is a playground.
Like they have a swing set in a cemetery?
Mm-hmm. And a slide and everything. So, in the middle of the
Entertain your
cemetery.
children while you're at grandma's funeral.
Basically. But, yeah, apparently it has accumulated many supernatural stories.
Okay.
Among the most popular spooky stories, the Dead Children's Playground has been host to swings that move as if somebody is on them,
All
spirit orbs floating around,
We love some dust.
and many eyewitnesses have claimed to see little children ghosts playing during the midnight moonlight. I'm taking that. Okay, I'm taking that poetic verbiage from our previous listener episode because I really like it.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, I don't know. This was really sweet. It's sweet to me.
Okay.
I recently listened to all of our first episodes, and Katie and I, we were just talking about this. And I can't help but think of Lily from Trans Allegheny.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
And the child ghost that we named Daisy from our first haunted cemetery episode.
I kept wanting to say Sally, but I'm like, no, that's the Sally house. That's an actual demon.
Pretty sure
what are their names?
I think we did Lily and Daisy.
That sounds right now that you say it. So,
and I can kind of just imagine these children ghosts who had their lives stolen way too soon, having the time of their lives on the monkey bars, the swings, playing tag, like...
I love it.
I think it's pretty sweet. Yeah.
I think, like, if you're gonna die young like that, at least you should find some entertainment, So I love that.
Yeah, I think it's really cute. But yeah, that's it. That's it for Maple Hill Cemetery. Just a cute little haunted playground.
Okay, so we're gonna go from yours to Stull Cemetery in Stull, Kansas.
Oh! So this is your first one. This is the one that I was gonna do.
Great.
So I didn't do that. I didn't see the other one.
Good. I swear I thought you would have done the other one, so I'm so excited.
No, I don't even know what it is.
Don't look.
Okay. I read the
Don't
last...
look. Don't look.
Okay. Alright, go.
Because, I wrote the other one first, but then I was like, that's a good ender. We don't want to do that one. So, we are going to Stull Cemetery in Stull, Kansas. This cemetery gained its reputation at the hands of urban legends involving none other than Satan himself.
Oh, goody!
The occult live and die in this place that is nicknamed the Gateway to Hell.
This is what I have to say to them.
And I apologize if I call it Skull Cemetery because I keep reading it as skull, not stull. So Stull Cemetery gained its fame in November 1974 when an issue of the University Daily Kansan, the student newspaper of the University of Kansas, declared that the devil appears in Stull 2 times a year, once on Halloween and the other on the spring equinox. It didn't take long for people to claim that the cemetery was the place the devil emerged from. They were like, okay, Satan's coming, where's he coming from? Awesome. And they were like, this place sounds great. There's already dead people here. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Many academics and historians, and even the local residents, claim that this is just some made-up tale by the university students and that it spread like wildfire.
Huh.
In the years after the article was released, though, the supposed legends captured the hearts of thrill seekers. They soon began to flock to the cemetery in droves. These visitors claimed that weird, scary, and creepy events, like strange noises echoing all around them, took place, quite often.
Huh.
Some even reported lapses in memory, so they completely lost, hours of time. Which led to further speculation that the cemetery and the town was littered with witches and became the stomping grounds of the devil.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't take long for the act of visiting the cemetery to become popular among high schoolers and college students, hoping to spot the devil. I mean, who doesn't want to see Satan on a Saturday night, right?
I mean, that sounds lit.
Unfortunately, so many people have traveled here that the property is starting to deteriorate and vandalizing has become a common theme. So I don't know what people's thing with
vandalizing,
especially graves and cemeteries are, but that's what I have.
It happens a lot. I mean, even going back to our first graveyard episode, we talked about it at
St. Louis Cemetery number 1.
Number 1, yeah.
And the grave of Marie Laveau. How stupid can you be? And
I
now
just think
literally defacing the place where Satan pops out, like,
people just don't care. I think I don't understand why vandalize anything,
mhm,
but specifically graves of people who have passed away, no
mhm.
matter who they are. Like,
I
I
love it.
feel
You're
like,
like graves of people that have passed away. As if there's graves for people that are alive.
well, I'm just saying, like, they're dead. They
Yeah.
are dead people. It is so disrespectful. Like, you are basically spitting on their entire lives and
Mhm.
being. Like,
Do you remember when those few, like, delinquents went around town here and, like, smashed, like, hundreds-year-old cemetery, like, tombstones?
yeah, I
Plot
do.
twist. They had to go clean the entire cemetery at night and put those stones back together! So, a little
Damn.
comeuppance at least. Because the judge that ruled over that case was like, yeah, doing the cleaning in the daylight, not good enough. Go do it at night.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They're like, you wanted to be out there at night breaking the graves? Yeah, you get to clean them now, too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. They deserve to do that. I feel like it's so disrespectful to vandalize things like that. Like, first of all, at that point, that's history.
Yeah, no, they were historical graves.
Yeah. And, like, that's somebody who lived at some point.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure they fought in, like, the fucking Revolutionary War or something. No. What world? World War II? No, I'm pretty sure they fought in some war. I can't remember. I'm
Civil
struggling.
War?
I was gonna say the Civil War, but then I was like, wait, no, that's too old. But then I'm like, you dumbass, it's a historical
Revolutionary
grave.
War is like way older.
I know. I'm having a moment, but
Katie
that's
and
all I
aren't
have.
historians, okay? We're not
The
historians.
worst part is, I love history. I'm just today I am done for. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm just done.
All right, so let's go on to my second, which is my last cemetery because we're doing 2 for 2s. So we are
That's
going
what happens when you work all day, don't have anything prepared, and you need to put out an episode.
So, anyways, if you want this to become our full-time job, subscribe.
Throw some mo. There's some.
Yeah, throw some fucking dollars this way. Give me some scraps. No,
Literally, I'm like 2 cents, please, like the beggar on the corner.
Yeah, I saw this thing. I have to go off on a quick tangent before I go to my next cemetery. I saw this video today. It was like this guy saying, I told my girlfriend that if she gets pregnant, she'll never have to work again, which is like totally like patriarchy shit. But the funny
of course.
the funny part was that he had a vasectomy. Really funny. I don't know why I thought of it. I was
Oh, no, that's good.
that's pretty funny. It's like you get your hopes up. You're like, yeah, I'm never gonna have to work again. I'll just take care of babies. And then it's like never gonna happen.
Meanwhile, he's over there like Jim on The Office, like,
Yeah. That's just so funny. Okay. So let's move on to my next cemetery. We are going to the Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Illinois. And
Illinois.
so the Bachelor's Grove Cemetery is known as one of the most haunted cemeteries in the country.
Okay.
And it is located in Chicago, Illinois, and has a multitude of ghost stories, like ranging from a whole bunch of shit.
I love.
Like some of the headstones here date back to the 17th century. Although the cemetery was actually made an official burial ground in 1844.
Okay. So you just had like some random plots. Like, was it like one of those like family plots you'll see and it's just like a couple different before then? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for anyone who doesn't know, up here in New England, we have like what we call family plots.
Yeah.
And it's literally just like a random section of land. Like you will be driving down the street and suddenly you'll look over and there will be like a dozen headstones just chilling in like a little wrought iron fence. And it's just like a family plot, like private places where people used to bury their families back in like the 1800s, I believe,
Yeah,
or
it's
something
so
like that.
weird. So strange. But, yeah. So that's basically how it started out, probably, with something like that.
Gotcha.
So stories of the paranormal sightings include, but are not limited to, spirit orbs, which they say
Always.
nearly everyone who visits has seen at least one. So
Okay.
you are almost guaranteed to see a spirit orb if you go. And
It's like a participation trophy.
yeah, it really is. And then they have, of course, their satanic rituals and sketchy shit happening after those, which,
Of course.
who knows if they were really satanic rituals? Probably not. I feel like I'm the biggest advocate for Satanism. It's so crazy. I'm like, you guys got it all wrong.
I'm like, so it's just
Read.
Chris from down the street who, like, took spray paint, made a pentagram, and just, like, sat
And
on it.
stabbed a kitten or something. Yeah. There also is a spirit woman dubbed the Madonna of the Bachelor's Grove.
Okay.
And a very particular child ghost who apparently possessed a psychic. Listen, you're not even gonna believe this fucking story.
I'm ready.
So, famous Chicago psychic Kevin Malvoin Berg encountered the ghost of a young boy who apparently caused the psychic to go into some kind of a trance,
Okay.
which made him walk to a pond. I don't know if the pond was located at or near the cemetery, but this guy was
I hope it was, like, 2 miles away.
This guy was like, wumbo, and like walked to the pond. And according to the story, Ken walked into the water up to his knees and produced from the mucky, murky, nasty, muddy pond a 1942 Walking Liberty $50 coin, which is apparently what the spirit boy told him to get and told him exactly where it was. So this kid possessed this psychic to get a fucking coin.
He's like, that was my lucky nickel, and I haven't found it.
Coin, my $50 coin. I won it playing jacks. Like, but yeah.
He's like, it's been gone for centuries.
Well, it's 1942, so.
It's been gone for decades.
There you go. So you're not gonna believe another one of these famous sightings I didn't list because I was like, this is so fucking stupid. Another one of the most famous sightings in the cemetery. It's just a giant fucking ghost house.
A house?
It is a house.
That
Fucking house.
okay, but like a house isn't a fucking spirit. How is there a house?
House. So when witnesses attempt to get close to the house, it instantly vanishes. So this is just like a specter of an old house.
What is this murder house from American Horror Story season 1? Like,
weird. It's so weird. I don't know. That's like the weirdest thing ever.
honey, I found the perfect house for us. It's right over
invisible.
here. He's like, I know you're antisocial. This is perfect.
So what you gotta do is slit your own throat. And then we'll live here forever.
That's one thing. Do the spirits that are inside it get to disappear with the house?
I'm assuming they don't actually disappear. I'm assuming it's always there. It is just not visible to humans that are alive.
You see, I want them to be like in the ghost kitchen, right? They're sitting there, maybe having a cup of tea. I don't know. And then all of a sudden the floor and everything's literally gone. The ghosts just like drop.
They just plummet into the core of the earth. Like, all right, it'll be back in like a month, guys. Wait till the next full moon. Like,
that's what I would love, right? I mean,
yeah.
A ghost house.
Man, I don't know. But that is the Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Illinois.
We got some weird ones today.
Yeah, hit me with your
I'm
last
here for it.
crazy ass one. We're
Okay.
40 minutes in, so this is going to be a shorter episode, kind of. Yeah.
It is, but I think this one's gonna get us talking.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
All right, for our last one, we are going to Tonopah, Nevada. So we picked some, like, special states today, like some unusual ones for us.
Yeah.
Whereas the last one we stayed, like, I think mostly, like, East Coast at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we are going to Old Tonopah Cemetery, which was founded on May 7th, 1901, when a man named John Randall Weeks was buried there. So from the get-go, they were like, yep, cemetery. Many people were laid to rest there until the number of the dead continued to rise, effectively outgrowing the cemetery in 10 years. 10 years! So many people died that they were just like, yep.
So, Nevada?
In Nevada.
What
but you'll get why.
Okay.
This is unsurprising because Tonopah was once a booming mining community. I believe silver ore was what was, like, their thing. Not gold, but ore.
Interesting.
There are 300 people buried at the location. So in 10 years, you had 300 people bite the dust.
That's crazy.
And these people include a bunch of the pioneering residents of this town.
Wow.
Many of those who reside in the old cemetery died from the sweeping 1902 Tonopah Plague.
Oh.
And to this day, no one knows the cause of this sickness.
Oh.
So they were just like, yep.
You know, that's really interesting. That's a common theme for mining communities.
I wonder if it wasn't so much a plague as if, like, they were all maybe in the same mine and they just inhaled something they shouldn't have.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that happens a lot, and people come up with these cryptids, or, like, this is a mine hole to hell, and this is, like, Satan, you know? Like, that happens a lot with mining. And
it does.
You don't know what they were mining through, if there were, like...
Exactly.
You know, something. I don't know. Anything that ingestible that maybe we aren't even aware of because it was so long ago. That's what the mining craze was. Yeah.
And, like, they didn't have anything to, like, protect themselves like we do now. Like, they didn't have any safety measures in place.
PPE who?
Exactly. Others interred here included 14 miners, who I spelled minors, like young children, for some reason. So, we have 14 miners who were claimed as victims in the Tonopah Belmont mine fire on February 23rd, 1911. So, that same year that the cemetery was effectively closed, these 14 people were put into the ground. Which I wonder now if they're actually, like, the last couple that actually got buried there.
Yeah.
There are also a few other notable people that rest there, including Bill Big Murphy, who died saving miners at the age of 28.
Wait. I think you mixed up something there. Read his name again.
Big Bill Murphy?
Yeah, you said Bill Big Murphy.
Oh.
Bill Big Murphy. Okay.
I'm sorry, everyone. It's late. So, there are a few other notable people that rest there, including Big Bill Murphy, who died saving miners at the young age of 28. So, I don't know if it was like a collapse and he had gone in or something of that sort.
Isn't there a song about that?
I don't know. There might be.
I think it might be like a racially charged song, maybe.
But I guess look it up if you're interested.
Wait, no, maybe it's not racially charged. I think we could probably cut that out. But I remember watching the video about it, about a big, giant guy.
Oh.
I mean, he was a black man. I don't know if this guy was. But in the video. He
Uh-huh.
saved a bunch of people from the mine, but he died.
Oh,
I wonder if this is based
I don't
off
know.
of that.
It could be. Very well.
Or if that is based off of this, I mean.
Yes. The other person that is buried in the cemetery is Nye County Sheriff Thomas Logan, who was killed in a shootout in a Manhattan bordello. Because, mining town. Shootouts, Wild, Wild West. Now, despite being believed to be haunted by many locals, I mean, rightfully so, it's a mining town. It's actually like a ghost town now, I believe. This whole area is pretty much abandoned. What makes this cemetery so creepy doesn't necessarily confine itself to the cemetery's property lines. So we're gonna head out of the cemetery just for a little bit. But it's gonna make sense, I promise. I'm not straying from the topic of the episode. Right next door to the old Tonopah Cemetery is the iconic and mysterious Clown Motel.
What the fuck?
You've never heard of the Clown Motel?
I feel like I have.
It's a motel exclusively themed around clowns. It is dubbed America's scariest motel. Simply because it's all clowns.
Oh, I found the song.
Oh, Jesus.
It's Big Bad John. I guess Big Bad Bill didn't sound very cool.
Too much alliteration for the song.
I don't know if he actually saved people, though. I don't know. Whatever. Listen to the song, I guess, if you like that kind of music. Let's go back to the Clown Motel.
The Clown Motel. So like I said, the Clown Motel is right next door to the old Tonopah Cemetery. And it's dubbed America's Scariest Hotel. The motel is covered with glassy-eyed clown dolls. So these are kind of like porcelain figurines.
My worst nightmare.
See, and that's why it's dubbed America's Scariest Motel.
I'm not afraid of clowns, but dolls, on the other hand...
It mixes those two. So if you're scared of one... Some dolls are miniature figurines, while others are life-sized.
No. Immediately no.
The motel is unfortunately the only resting stop for quite some time in the Nevada desert.
Why?
I don't know, but it's the only reason it stayed in business. There's literally nothing else around it. So,
That's
you have no options.
That's awful.
And they put it right next to the cemetery. Literally like a stone's throw away from the cemetery is the Clown Motel. Visitors to the hotel claim that it's haunted and report that they believe the miners buried at the cemetery next door used the clown figurines as vessels to make their way back to the human realm.
No.
It seems like the vibes at these two places play off of one another in the worst way.
I do not like this big guy. Look at these pictures. This guy's like 12 feet tall, sitting on the chairs. Although they do have a bunch of random pictures. Ronald McDonald ones, which
I mean, he is a clown.
Yeah, but those ones aren't scary. This guy, he's creepy and he is everywhere here. Look at this, Katie. It's loading.
I see.
But this guy is like in every single picture. He's so weird. I don't like him.
This big boy here?
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, no, he's everywhere. He's humongous. Yeah,
he's in every single picture.
See, I told you, the Clown Motel. And like, if you see pictures of it, the cemetery is literally right there.
It really is.
So everyone...
Oh my god, it's just a cemetery in this fucking piece of shit.
You know what? For the image on social media, I am going to use a picture of the Clown Motel in the cemetery.
You definitely should, because what the actual fuck is that? It's awful.
It's pretty bad. Maybe I'll do like a carousel.
Yeah, you gotta get pictures of the actual inside and stuff too. It's like,
People are gonna
what?
be like, Cemeteries Part 2, why is she showing a picture of the clown motel?
We should, if they say it's haunted, we should do an episode about the clown motel specifically. No, or you're gonna talk about it enough.
We'll find out.
Okay.
So, like I just mentioned, visitors to the hotel claim that it's haunted and report that they believe the miners buried at the cemetery next door use the clown figurines as vessels to make their way back to the human realm. It seems like the vibes at these two places play off of one another in the absolute worst way possible. Apparitions have been seen moving throughout the cemetery and leaving the graveyard, and EVPs have been captured. And they were like pretty strange. They were like, we were miners. We died here. And like so on and so forth, kind of on that note. One final odd connection I found about this land specifically and its clowns is in relation to the Pueblo Native American tribes who once settled on the land. What even?
These are the rooms. They have like horror movie photos and clown pictures.
I love it. What's special?
You think we should stay there?
No.
I don't think I could do it.
I'd be like, what is this?
Okay.
So the Pueblo tribe specifically used to dress in clown attire, release their own personalities, and open themselves up to possession by the spirits around them.
Why? Why?
I don't know. Maybe because when you're a clown, you take on a different persona. I don't know. But clowns and miners just seem to go hand in hand here. Like, the relationship to clowns and this land just seem to go back much longer than I originally think.
You know what? This place is probably fucking awesome to people with clown fetishes.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. No, but people report seeing clowns with their balloons actually leaving the cemetery.
Oh, God.
So, like, whether that's, like, an apparition of a clown or, like, one of those weird people with clown fetishes, like you just said, that likes to stalk through the cemetery at night and go back to the clown motel. I don't know. Maybe this was John Wayne Gacy's happy place. I don't really know, but...
Oh, this is fucking perfect for John Wayne Gacy. A cemetery
Isn't it?
right next to it. He can just bury his fucking victims.
See?
Wow, I hate
Like,
this place.
That's a crude comment, but, like, honestly, this is, like, his ideal stomping grounds. Because, like, he could just, like,
So
blend
fucked
right
up.
into the wall and, like, no
So
one would
fucked
know.
up.
But-
That's so fucked up.
I
I
thought
hate
that
this
one
place.
would be a wonderful one to end on. Because you
That's
have
fucking
cemeteries,
insane.
you have clowns, you have an additional connection to frickin' town, like, clowns in possession through the Pueblo tribe. I'm just like, what even? Like, I thought I was just getting a frickin' old mining town. I got halfway through researching this place, and it was, like, next to the clown motel. And I was
And
like,
you're
you
like,
have to be
wait,
shitting
huh?
me. So I went into the
I
frickin'
hate
rabbit
this.
hole and dug up all of this, and I was like, yeah, that's the finisher today.
You
That
wanna
is
know-
the finisher.
You want to know the best part about this?
Yes.
Is that they have a Clown Motel and a Clown Motel 2 movie.
Good.
They both look like fucking shit. And I want to watch them so bad.
That's what you're gonna torture Dylan with
Movie
sometime
review.
this week.
Hang on, there's movie reviews. There's actual reviews for these movies.
It's a, like, 2-star review on Rotten Tomatoes.
So for the first one, it says ghost hunters and party girls get picked off one by one at a supernatural motel inhabited by the spirits of vengeful clowns. would you watch this? It is literally at the Clown Hotel. That is the door I was just looking at in a photo. Like, these people are just regular people dressed like weird clowns. And they're just outside the Clown Motel making a movie.
I love it. It's so
It's a
dumb.
horror comedy, apparently. So, I want to watch this.
So, if you get anything from this episode, it's that we've alerted you to the fact of the Clown Motel.
It has a DVD.
Are you serious?
For the Clown Motel movie is a DVD. What the fuck? What is this?
That's
When did
all
this
I
come
got.
out? 2019 it came out.
Are you serious?
And Clown Motel 2 came after that. So Clown Motel 2
They
is
recorded that
pretty
in
recent.
COVID.
I mean, they're in the middle of nowhere in Nevada.
That's true.
So, I mean, whatever.
It's probably just like some weird local high schoolers that are like, we have nothing else to do, you know?
No, these are grown-ass fucking adults, man.
They're probably the people that own the Clown Motel. Real talk.
Maybe.
But
damn. Wait, there's
guys,
more than one Clown Motel Massacre from 2018? I'm falling down the rabbit hole.
see,
The Curse of the Clown Motel. Okay,
guys,
I gotta
that's
get out
it.
of here.
That's it. Come talk to us about the Clown Motel, which was totally not what this episode was supposed to be about, but it ended up being about the Clown Motel. Come talk to us about it on our Discord.
Yes, please. Oh my gosh, it's getting so quiet in there.
And you know what? While you're at it, join us on Instagram. Tell us your favorite and least favorite thing about the Clown Motel in our post for this episode. And you can find us on Instagram at,
Wading into the void.
on TikTok at,
Also wading into the void.
on Twitter at,
Wade into the void.
and if you want to support us so we can, and it's not totally ever going to happen, but if we ever wanted to go to the Clown Motel, you can do so by supporting us on Patreon by searching
Wading into the void in the address bar. We are the first and only people that come up because we have an amazing name. And if you listen to us on Spotify or Anchor, we also have a link to Anchor where you can give us donations because we are tiny little poor sad children.
I love it. I love it. Or if by the chance you yourself have ever gone to the Clown Motel, send us your story in our email.
Wading into the void at gmail.com. We need some more listener stories. Please, I really want to get a really awesome one out in October or early November. I'm hoping October if we can get some more stories. So
Yes.
please send your stories into us either through email or DM us on Instagram or DM me personally on Discord if you join our server. I would love to hear your story, no matter if it is something true that happened to you, some story that you made up, like a spooky story, a fictional story, a story that your grandma told you,
Yeah.
or I don't know, anything like that. True crime, we'll take it. Anything that gives me goosebumps, give it to me. Like,
Yes.
that's what I want. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be paranormal specifically.
And I honestly think we haven't missed anything. I think that's everything.
Mhm.
So let's wrap it up,
Yeah.
shall we?
Yeah.
Without further ado, and until next time, Phantom Fam. Don't visit the child cemetery playground thingy unless you really want to swing on a set of old rickety swings.
With some children ghosts.
Yes. Don't go vandalizing tombstones and everything at historic cemeteries.
Please don't. Like, why? Just why? Don't do it.
And most importantly, don't start your Super Haunted Graveyards episode part 2 by searching Super Haunted Cemeteries and end up talking about the Clown Motel.
It's inevitable, though, so...
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye and good night. If it's nighttime,
Good riddance.
Good riddance to the Clown Motel. Goddamn. Bye.